Everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all well and I'm happy to see you all back for today's video. In this episode we are going to do the full unboxing and review of the new Rolex GMT Master 2 reference 126720 VTNR. So take a coffee and enjoy the video. On my wrist today, my Rolex GMT Master 2 Pepsi, one of my all-time favorite watches. The watch we unboxed today was borrowed from a good friend of mine for me to make this video. He ordered it at the release day in 2022 and received it around a year later in 2023. Unfortunately, I'm still waiting for mine, but at least I can present you the full experience of the watch thanks to my buddy. The watch comes in the typical green Rolex bag, the Rolex catalog of 2022 that shows the new releases, here presented on the Oyster bracelet, but in case you are more of a fan of the Jubilee bracelet, both options are available. On the next page we can find the Batman with the black and blue bezel and the favorite of most people, the Pepsi. All three watches have the option of Oyster and Jubilee bracelet. For sure a nice touch to have the catalog of the time of release in addition to the watch. Next we have the plastic transportation case. This is the box in which the watch will get shipped from the factory to the AD. Very rare to get those in addition to the watches, but if you have a great relationship to your AD, you might get it. The typical Rolex box with the white outer sleeve, the cardboard box with the embossed Rolex crown, and inside we find a classic green Rolex watch box. My friend paid the full retail price of the watch, which is 45,800 dirham or 12,500 US dollars here in Dubai. Time to open the watch box. Inside the small pocket we find the user manual, and a warranty manual. The green leather pouch with the warranty card that contains serial number, date of purchase and reference. The Geneva seal to the watch. And a white hang tag to the watch that shows reference and serial number as well. Some ADs like to put a sticker on these white hang tags, so it will also show the price of the watch. The extra links to the watch. And here is the watch with the bezel protector from the factory. An awesome piece that is super hard to get from the AD. A surprising move by Rolex to bring a left-sided crown and date watch in addition to the GMT portfolio, but definitely a great one for inclusion of left-handed people. Let us bring the watch to life. For that we unscrew the crown, give it a good wind, set the date via the jumping hours hand, then we set the second time zone via the minutes hand and again use the jumping hour hand to set the local time zone. Afterwards we screw the crown back in and the watch is ready to go. For sure it will be a weird feeling for someone who is used to right-sided crowns, but I guess after a few times you will be used to it. The bezel operation is smooth and silent in half-hour steps. The weight of the watch is 138 grams with 2 links removed, exactly the same like any other GMT. The diameter is 40 mm, the thickness is 11.8 mm, the lug-to-lug span is 47.5 mm, the bracelet starts at 20 mm, and tapers down to 15mm. The VTNR next to my BLRO. The same watch is executed in two very different ways. Both great timepieces in their own. If you have a favorite, let me know in the comments below. I somehow feel the VTNR is a bit more special, but the Pepsi is the OG for sure. The watch is fully made of oyster steel, which is highly resistant to corrosion. This steel is specially developed by Rolex and belongs to the 904L steel family, which is most commonly used in high technology industries where maximum resistance to corrosion is essential. The finishing is exceptional with a mix of polished and brushed surfaces. The case is 100 m water resistant with a screw down crown, screw down case back and sapphire crystal at the front. The Jubilee bracelet looks awesome as always and is very comfortable on the wrist thanks to the 5-piece link design. The GMT Lefty comes with the Rolex Oyster Lock folding safety clasp and has a 5mm easy extension feature included for hot and humid days. Another 3 micro positions inside the clasp ensure the perfect fit for your wrist. And as a long-time owner of Rolex watches, I can ensure you no other bracelet will sit so perfect on your wrist like a Rolex Jubilee bracelet does. Inside the watch we find a mechanical self-winding caliber 3285 manufactured and developed by Rolex. The movement features a GMT function, runs at -2 to +2 seconds a day after casing and features center hour, minute and seconds hand. Additional features are the paramagnetic blue parachrome hairspring for high magnetic resistance and the Paraflex shock absorbers for an increased lifetime and robustness. The power reserve is 70 hours and the movement winds bidirectional via a rotor. The bezel has a 2-color green and black Cerachrome insert in ceramic with molded numerals and graduations. It can be used to show a third time zone in addition to local and GMT time. The dial is highly legible with applied hour markers made of white gold and filled with blue luminescent material. The text is printed. The watch comes with a 5 years warranty. Time for a wrist shot. A loom shot. And now it is time for the watch score. The dimensions of the watch are great for small to big wrists. For a sports watch it is well balanced, the case is finished to highest standards and comes with a nice feature like rotatable GMT bezel, 100 m water resistance and sapphire crystal. The movement and dial are great as well and the bracelet is one of the most comfortable ones in the market. For the daily usage the watch will do a great job with date and GMT function, and for the weekend usage it will for sure be a conversation starter. I would probably not use it for sportive activities, even though it is 100 m water resistant and quite robust. But for a swim in the pool it should be fine. Image, history and brand recognition are as good as it can be, and the value for money considering you won't lose a single penny and it is packed with features from an iconic brand is awesome as well. All of that together gives the watch a total score of 87 out of 100, and with that it shares the second spot of the watch score with the other Rolex GMT models and black Submariner date. And over here we have the new GMT Lefty in comparison to the Batman and to the Rolex Pepsi, and I just wanted to give my 2 cents how I perceive these 3 watches that are basically exactly the same, just that one is for left-handed people and besides that the bezel inserts are different. I think the new Lefty GMT with the green and the black is the most serious one out of those 3 somehow, as I see the color combination. The Batman sits somewhere in the middle and and looks a bit more like business style, maybe smart casual business style, while the Pepsi is for sure the most casual one out of those three. And my favorite, my personal favorite out of them for sure is the Pepsi. I think it's the most fun one. The red and blue looks really cool together. It has a nice history linked to aviation, but on the other hand, I guess if you would look for the most special one, probably it will be the VTNR. As far as I know, it's the first left-sided crown watch that Rolex did, and probably if Rolex would be going to discontinue this, it will be the most special one for the future for sure. Maybe not the one that will be most in demand, but the most special one for sure. And with that, we are at the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and review. Let me know your opinion about the Rolex GMT Master 2 VTNR in the comments down below, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.